Hello friends, and today I bring you the announcement for a new mini-series, Best Seasonal Grindspot. In this series, I'll be taking a look at different mid-game spots on my seasonal character, doing at least 10 hours in each, while using a cheaper crystal set, and the same Lightstone build on every spot, unless a very cheap one is better. I plan on releasing at least one video every 1 to 2 weeks, depending on other projects I have going at the time, until we don't have any mid-game spots left to cover. I will not be using 10th drop rate buff, since I have a lot of passive drop rate already, but on Garmoth, I will be counting silver as if I was using it, to better simulate a newer player's earnings. For this series, I also won't be using any expensive buffs, including Courage Perfume and House buffs, only using Church and Villa for the grind. As for event buffs, as long as it's not 100% drop rate scrolls, I will use them, including the current 10-hour event that gives me 10% drop rate. Here's my full build, including crystals, lightstones, and consumables. As for add-ons, I will most likely use my general build, but please refer to upcoming videos if I'm to change anything. Now let me explain why I chose those specific crystals and lightstones. For crystals, we have an AP focused build. Main to crystal, as always, that are the same in most spots, are 2 corrupted crystals, which give you arguably the highest damage bump, thanks to the crit damage on them. We also have a Girin's fragment in there for 10 monster AP and 10 monster TR, 2 Akrads for 5 AP each, with some accuracy as well, and 2 decimations. I chose to use decimations here over other pricey crystals, because they dip by 10 to 15% on Sunday, thanks to the weekly rewards from Black Shrine, making them a nice upgrade over just 5 AP crystals. And for all other souls, we just have the cheapest possible 5 AP crystals, starting with Addis, Karmeh, and finally Powers. If some of the 5 AP spirit crystals are cheaper than those in your server, you can use them instead. You could also use an even cheaper crystal build, as well as cheaper lightstones if you don't have much cash. But since I'm going to be doing a lot of hours for this, you can follow along and get those gradually as you get the silver. For lightstones, I chose to use Deathblow because it's a universal setup for my class and adds around 5 to 7% more damage because of our flows having low crit rate overall. But it's not needed since you can use 4 Rage for almost the same amount of damage. All in all, you could technically use a setup around 3 to 4 build cheaper and only about 7 to 8% damage weaker. But for some of those spots, I would suggest getting an infinite HP potion first for easier time, which would bring you some spare cash with which you could purchase crystals and lightstones. Anyways, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching and see you in the first video featuring Zechariah, coming out early next week.